How do you keep your long-term relationship fun, exciting? Keep dating her. The courtship doesn't end when you're in a relationship. Grow together. Learn new things together. Pick up new hobbies. And don't take each other for granted. Think men make this mistake that once they're a year in the relationship, they don't need to do the things they did to get there anymore. Never take them for granted. I look at the old correspondences from the past in like the early 20th century, and they never let the fact that they were married stop them from treating their partner like they were still dating/wooing stage. They firmly lived by the phrase familiarity breeds contempt. We are best friends, and we have been since before we became a couple. Because of that, we are able to talk about everything. We also make sure we keep doing the same things we did in the beginning. It is important to keep putting in effort. The 2-2-2 idea. Have a date every 2 weeks. Have a weekend getaway every 2 months. Have a whole week vacation every 2 years. Of course, you can deviate from this and do them more often or whatever you want. But keeping this in mind will help you remember to make time for each other and enjoy each other's company. Also, if you both plan about your next date/getaway/vacation, it will make you both look forward to it and get excited. I guess. There are 10 ways to keep your relationship exciting and fresh. 1. Keep the element of surprise alive. 2. Send romantic text messages. 3. Schedule regular date nights. 4. Verbalize your loving feelings. 5. Try something new together. 6. Spend time with other couples. 7. Establish goals together. 8. Discuss your hopes and dreams. 9. Ask meaningful questions. 10. Greet one another with excitement. How do you handle people who are being unreasonable and refuses to compromise? Tell them to get fucked or just get fucked myself. Ain't worth the mental to sit there in a carousel of emotions where you end up in the same spot you started. It's really exhausting to deal with such people. I was once in a relationship with a guy who is same tendency. It mentally broke me. It's been around a year and I am still healing. Get away before they make you crazy. People who exhibit these tendencies are mentally unstable and can quickly become violent when seeking to control the outcome of any given situation. Trying to convince them of anything will just result in a lot of bad talk behind your back, telling people exactly the opposite of what they're saying. You can't win. These type of people exist only to cause conflict and can have the effect of costing you your life in the wrong situation. Just smile and make a thought-out disconnection from them quickly as possible. You've been warned. Depends on the situation. Family, I tell them they are being unreasonable and refusing to compromise. Work, I usually try to overwhelm them with facts/information to the contrary. Get a third and fourth party objective opinion. Take it to management if needed. Random people, fuck 'em. Walk away. Assuming I've exhausted other options. I'd stop negotiating with them and walk away. You can't move someone who doesn't wish to be moved, and if you can't conform to them comfortably, conflict will continue. Depends on the situation. Work, I step away and we reconvene and I bring more information to why I am correct. Or give in if I am wrong. Or let someone higher up than me deal with a person. Family, choices not chances. If they want to be a dumbass, let them. General populace. Unless they're preventing me from getting something I want really bad, I walk away. How do you say no to the things you don't want to do professionally? Unless I can immediately impress upon whomever's trying to get me to take on the task in question that said task is not in my field of expertise, I find the task usually goes around the office for a while and inevitably comes back to land on my virtual desk. So, how do I say no to the things I don't want to do professionally? Fruitlessly, I guess. I would love to help out. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I'll be able to complete this task with the attention it requires. Sounds like an important task, though I'm not sure it fits my job description. This task requires a lot of time and effort that I'm not sure I'd have at the moment, as I am focusing on other responsibilities. This task might be more efficiently completed by another team member at this time. Basically agree with their justification to ask you of it. Sell yourself slightly short and decline politely. Always make sure you have written evidence of whatever happens in the workplace, as HR will always act in favor of your superiors. I've used something between the lines. My core beliefs towards this situation are not very much in line with what is required. So we'll have to sit this one out. This has helped me have a clear relationship with my bosses, and it works even in tough teams. Once it backfired to me and I got fired. But I don't regret it, as I could sleep calmly at night. I don't really like getting a paycheck. Thanks. So I won't do that. Most places I have worked, you couldn't flat out turn down projects. Unless you were assigned something way over your level. What you did instead was made sure you were busy on projects that were in line with your abilities and interests. Then you didn't get asked for the other stuff. Because you weren't available. Bernie Sanders says US should confiscate 100% of any money Americans make above $999 million. They can survive just fine. What do you think? There is no added utility at this range of assets. No one person should have that much power, and there is no need for it. I don't care who it is, they are not special. And they do not have anything that cannot be found in 1 million others. I don't imagine the policy would ever have a chance to be exercised for many years. Billionaires don't have yearly salaries of $1 billion that the government can just take via income tax. They own assets that hold over $1 billion of value altogether. I don't dislike Bernie, but this is a pointless statement. No one is making over $1 billion in salary. It's all about equity at that point. And, no. The government can't take that instead. The takings clause in the Fifth Amendment makes that pretty clear. The correct answer is organized labor to make sure we get our fair share, to increase capital gains tax on property over a certain value. I'll add that there should be a carve-out for a lower tax rate if the property is your primary residence so we don't further screw what's left of the middle class. Ignoring the specific wording that OP has editorially chosen in their post title. Fundamentally, the reason that I would agree with Bernie's sentiment is that it seems clear-cut that owning so much wealth is intrinsically immoral. It is not possible to either truly earn that much wealth, nor to be justified in continuously hoarding it given the basic needs of millions of people nationally are not being met. There is no good reason that any one person should possess that much wealth. The mechanisms by which such an ideal could be enforced are for lawmakers to decide. Fundamentally, society should not accept the existence of billionaires. Emo.